Hey everyone, welcome to vlog number 1. Today we'll be doing some birding in the Antelope Valley with Omar and Otto. Our primary targets for the day are Red Crossbill, Burrowing Owl, Greater Roadrunner, Prairie Falcon, Sagebrush Sparrow, and Sage Thrasher. After we fueled up on gas, food, and coffee near downtown Los Angeles, we were ready to embark on our journey to the Antelope Valley. As you're leaving Los Angeles and heading north on Interstate 5 or into the Lancaster area on Highway 14, you'll notice an area where the two highways separate. This area has conservation implications because it separates right in between the Santa Susana Mountains and the San Gabriel Mountains. This inhibits wildlife connectivity when wildlife wants to cross the two highways and move between the mountain ranges. This can be to avoid predation, find new food, disperse, escape a fire. Really anything that involves wildlife movement is affected by these highways. Because of these issues, this area will be the new home of a wildlife bridge. The area where the 5 and the 14 separate is called Newhall Pass, and after we left Newhall Pass, we began our descent into the Antelope Valley. The Antelope Valley used to be home to pronghorn, hence the name Antelope Valley, but they were unfortunately extirpated by settlement and hunting. It's a very arid area, home to a unique plant composition that is not found elsewhere in Los Angeles County. Some of the plants there include creosote, California poppy, juniper, Joshua tree, sagebrush, and saltbush. Joshua tree is one of my favorite plants in all of California. It's a gorgeous and bizarre-looking Dr. Seuss sort of yucca that's in the agave family. The core of their range is found in the Mojave Desert, and they're the namesake of Joshua Tree National Park. Joshua trees can grow between 20 and 70 feet, and the oldest record of a Joshua tree has been predicted to be about 1,000 years old, but typically their lifespan is just 150 years old. When scanning poles in the Antelope Valley, you're sure to see species like American kestrel, loggerhead shrike, and red-tailed hawk, but one of the coolest birds that lives in the valley is ferruginous hawk. Many of my friends disagree with me, but this is actually my favorite hawk in the United States. They're also the biggest buteo in the world and come in light and dark morphs. Mountain bluebirds can be quite common in the Antelope Valley, and we were treated to dozens of these gorgeous birds. Finding this green-tailed towhee mixed in with brewers and white-crowned sparrows was quite the surprise. This species breeds in the highlands of the San Gabriels, but is quite uncommon anywhere in the county during winter, especially in the Antelope Valley. Next we birded Apollo Park, an area you may know as the former home of LA's most famous tundra bean goose. Apollo Park has water and pine trees, neither of which are common anywhere in the Antelope Valley. This means it's a very attractive area for quite a few birds, such as waterfowl, things like this red-breasted nuthatch, migrants during the right season, and of course, red crossbills. Red crossbills are very cool birds that disperse into lowland areas during the winter before heading back up to the mountain to breed. Crossbills, as the name suggests, have a crossed bill that is specialized for feeding on pine cones. Red crossbill have a variety of populations that are known as types. Types can be separated audibly by their calls or visually by looking at the spectrograms from their calls. The birds calling in this recording are type 2. One of the most common sparrows in the Antelope Valley are savanna sparrows. Once we left Apollo Park, we began our search for LeConte thrasher and sage thrasher. One of the first birds we saw was western meadowlark. With hopes of finding snakes or other cool animals, we always flip anything we can. Unfortunately, this had nothing cool under it. We continued our search for the thrashers, and while it was quite time-consuming, fortunately it was not too hot or windy, so we had a good time.
It's too close up. I can just feel it. This is too close up. No, it's perfect.
All of our efforts paid off, and we were extremely excited to find a Lark Bunting, a quite rare bird in Los Angeles and California that we did not expect to run into. We never did run into any sagebrush sparrows, but did get to enjoy quite a few bell sparrows, differentiated from sagebrush by less back streaks and a more pronounced mallard. After we had already found a Lark Bunting, I could not believe my eyes when I checked my phone and saw a text from Otto and Omar that they had just flushed a short-eared owl. I ran over as quickly as I could and was able to see the bird, and eventually got videos of it being harassed by ravens. This is another really rare bird for Los Angeles and was quite an awesome surprise. Easily my favorite bird of the day. Considering our walk already yielded a Lark Bunting and a short-eared owl, I couldn't ask for much more, but when this Sage Thrasher popped up, I was especially excited because it was a state bird. Just a couple moments after the Sage Thrasher, we got quick but identifiable views at a really awesome species called the Thrasher. I wasn't able to get any photos or video, but fortunately for me, my friend Russell is an excellent videographer and had this video ready to go. Today was already an awesome day, but we had one more target, a target that required a lot of driving and checking poles. We finally found one, but right as we got on it, it instantly flew away.
He's coming back. Is he?
While the bird was very skittish and forced us to stay in the car, it did in fact come back, and it was an awesome bird, a Prairie Falcon, which was a lifer for Omar and a state bird for me. We were able to get Red Crossbill, Prairie Falcon, and Sage Thrasher, but missed Burrowing Owl, Greater Roadrunner, and Sagebrush Sparrow. Despite the misses, the short-eared owl and Lark Bunting easily made up for the 3 species we did not run into. Thank you so much for joining on this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and please like and subscribe if you want to see more.